Let's put it on tape with the best in the business. The great Charles Davis joining us with his thoughts on what was a wild one. This is the good stuff. We don't always get it like this, Charles, but a game-winning kick after a hard-fought battle. Your emerging thought right now, walking away from this game that hung in the balance, is what?
Two teams that talk about culture like everyone does, Joe. That's our culture. What's it going to be? Buffalo's has been solidified for a number of years with Sean McDermott. We saw it against Baltimore, although it turned into a blowout. Remember, on the trick play, if they go down and score, it's a one-score game. And now we've got a different ball game. They know how to stay in and fight and scratch and claw. And guess what? They did it again today. It looked like a blowout and a runaway for you. We were at 20-3, and they brought it all the way back to 20-20. Now flip it over. We haven't talked about that with Houston. We're talking about 4 coaches in 4 years before last year with DeMeco Ryans, 4 head coaches. What culture can you put in place? But guess what? His culture is solidified quickly here in Houston. They hung in there despite the run that Buffalo put on them, in spite of their own strategy down the stretch on one of the drives, and found a way to win the football. Joe, people are going to question strategy for Buffalo and Houston down the stretch, and understandably so. But at the end, Houston found a way to win it by being able to maintain their timeouts and have one in their pocket so they could get the timeout for Fairbairn to kick the 59-yarder. By the way, his second 59-yarder of the year, he hit one against Chicago on a Sunday nighter.
Almost mundane in the long-distance success that these kickers are finding these days, but 59 with the game on the line, nothing mundane about it. Charles, I know we're so enamored sometimes with this idea of newness, and while everybody's making grand statements about rookie quarterbacks, how about the sophomore quarterback in C.J. Stroud? We talked last year as this emergence was happening, but as you sit here a year later, where are you seeing his game evolve in year 2?
Well, I think that we always talk about quarterbacks getting to the point of understanding how to play quarterback in the league, not just their physical talents that we just marvel at. We saw Patrick Mahomes hit the league like a bomb, right? We've seen all these quarterbacks come through who have had the big first year, what have you. What Lamar Jackson did to become an MVP very early in his career. C.J. Stroud has done that, but he's also ascended to where he understands how to play the game of quarterback as a second-year guy. Clock situations, how to take a sack, not take a sack, take care of the football for the most part, despite the fact that down the stretch, interception, ball popped out. Overall, his numbers are outstanding. So that's what we're seeing from this youngster already. A very mature kid who just turned 23 this week. But that's what we see from him, and it's just exceptional quarterbacking, not just his physical abilities, and Josh Allen has morphed into that as well. Wasn't his best day, by far, but somehow found a way to rally his team with help from his defense to put them in a position to have a chance to win the game.
Yeah, always high-level game management from these types of quarterbacks. The ball is always in great hands with our Charles Davis. CD, appreciate you as always, pal.
Take care, Joe.
All right, here's a look at Josh Allen this season, who did get dinged in this one. Had to exit to the blue tent, but then after missing a single play, returned. Allen in his last 2 games. Now it's a tough 2-game stretch. You're looking at Houston on the road. You're looking at Baltimore on the road. Now 0-2, only 15 points per game. As this offense, with its multiple targets, no real stars, tries to find where they will go with the ball with the game on the line.